You want to play a little game?
Hey, man. Is that Metal-O-Mania?
Yeah, man.
Well, turn it up!
This is Dawn of the Dead from Nunslaughter, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania.
Hey, it's Alex from Thraxis, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania with The Crypt. Fuck yeah!
This is The Crypt from Metal-O-Mania. I got my headphones on and my dick in your cat. Let's party. It's time to metal.
Don't worry, guys. Luckily, the devil gives good head.
I'm gonna take that son of a bitch's head clean off his body.
Okay, wow.
Off with your head to open up episode 230 of Metal-O-Mania with a little Decapitation, the brand new single from Arkham. Spanish thrashers that are killing it with a single. What do you think? How you doing tonight, Miss Scully?
Loving it. I am great. Thank you very much. That was a killer jam to get us started.
Yeah, I know. Everybody out there knows by now that Scully's our thrash girl, so thrash never dies around here. And the scene couldn't be more on fire, as a matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned.
Loving it.
Kicking ass and kicking ass. A little Arkham. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Scully. A nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Speaking of thrash, a little bit of municipal waste on there. Oh, yeah.
I know. You know what? They probably actually may not be able to, it might just be blending into the background. I might look like I have a hole in my chest.
Yeah, there you go. That says municipal waste on it.
That's pretty cool,
you got a municipal waste hole.
Oh,
whoa.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that sounds dirty. That sounds like a porn for the very specific among you. But we are going to thrash out a little bit tonight. I got my Toxic Ruin shirt on, and we're going to be talking to Diabology tonight on the show, man. L.A. Thrashers, young cats on the scene that are killing it, man. Nobody Believes Me is must-own shit. Please do pick it up.
Yes.
And looking forward to talking to them later in the show.
Oh,
right
yeah.
on.
Yep, absolutely.
Matter of fact, we got a pretty killer playlist in store for everybody.
Don't you always?
We try to. Try to. Matter of fact, no, we do more than try. Every week, even, it's hard to get it down to the 17 songs that we play, man, because there's so much just ridiculous thrash and ridiculous death and the black metal
Well, and you want to share it all with everybody.
I really do.
So
again, I'm still going to be out there searching for some of you lads out there to help me branch out, man. We need a new show. We need a black metal show, honestly, and that I'm not going to do it, but one of you reach out to me. Let's do.
All right.
Let's make Magic Radio together. So
that'd be
there
fun.
you go.
Okay.
That's my fishing hook for the night. But how are you, Miss Scully? How are you feeling?
I'm great. Yeah, actually doing really good. I am loving the shift into fall.
Me too.
And actually right now in the studio is like the perfect temperature. So
it really is.
really nice.
Yeah, this is nice. We don't have any machines on here right now. It's
no
nice.
machines.
Yeah.
Do I like
Except
it
for that
because
vibrator
it's
over there, but that's
perfect or because it doesn't cost me any money to make it that way?
Both are nice. Both are nice. Well, I don't hate that everything is flavored with pumpkin. I know I'm a broken record with this, but I love my pumpkin shit. So
I'm just
I'm a
not that
fan.
into it.
No,
I mean,
you're
I like
not.
pumpkin pie. Don't get me wrong. Everybody likes a good traditional pumpkin pie. But beyond that, I mean, I don't dislike it. It's not like if I, took a sip, I wouldn't be like, bleh.
I love the pumpkin stuff, and I love that this time of year you're picking up costume shit all the time. So every now and again you come popping into the room with some kind of crazy costume piece on, and that's always nice too.
Yeah,
that's always good. I think we've chosen our costumes.
I have a collection of things that I don't.
Very cool stuff.
I wear randomly throughout the year for different things.
Yeah, it's Halloween all the time around here. In fact, we're going to make it constantly Halloween around here. We're literally building some Halloween decorations that I don't think we're going to pull up. I think we're going to keep up all year long once we get them going because we'll talk.
We're going to talk.
We'll talk. But yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. It is Halloween season.
From the guy who
officially.
I think left our Christmas lights on our house until
a week and a half ago.
April.
So, but yeah, we got a lot to get into the show. Thanks, and we're going to be talking to Diabology. But yeah, Halloween is one of the things we'll talk a little bit about. But,
okay, good. I love it.
But we've gotten a lot of good feedback over the last few weeks, man. We've had Chrysix on the show recently. We had Death Plague. We had Thraxis. We had, we've had some really good interviews over the last few weeks, and we appreciate it. We'll keep it going. We had Nunslaughter on last week, so. And we got good shit coming. We got Hate coming on the show in a couple of weeks. We got Centenary coming on the show. So keep hanging out, man. We're going to keep punching you in the chops with good interviews with your favorite metal bands.
Hell yeah.
Here on Metal-O-Mania.
Absolutely.
We're working on 2 specials right now. I did want to remind everybody of that. We're working on the Halloween special.
Always working on too much.
Yeah, it is true, man. I'm always in there like, what did I do here? I bit off a little bit, but
yeah.
We're working.
The scary movie one, that's going to work perfectly for Halloween time. So.
Yes, indeed. We're
no
rapidly
pressure,
busting our balls against the deadline on that. But yeah, the plan is to have our Halloween special, which is Scully and I, a metal couple, and the metal couple in Casket Robbery. Megan and Corey from Casket Robbery joined us, and we did a countdown special of our favorite horror movies, pre-1995 horror movies. So horror movies that came out before 1995, we did our countdown, and it was fun. We had a lot of fun doing that.
Absolutely.
So look for that as our Halloween special. And then not too long after that, we had Blake from Pig Destroyer. We had Brian from Acts of Swine. We had Necrotic Nick and Jam and John from Thralls of Metal come by, and we did a stand-up comedian special. So we're working on that as well.
And it's good, guys. I think
Lots of good
that when you say all of those names, it's like, whoa, holy shit, that's going to be very overwhelming. But I think you guys did a very good job to keep it.
It's going to be, it's nice.
It's
it
good.
plays well.
I've seen some of the editing in the background, guys, and you're going to want to check it out.
You're going to want to check it out. So
Yeah,
I hope that
for
you
sure.
do. Yeah.
For sure.
So there you go. Some good things coming down the pipe. And, of course, get into the
Fun
archives.
stuff.
We're putting more and more stuff on YouTube. And what's funny is that as the result of the new stuff we're putting on YouTube, a lot of the old shit, like we put on stuff a while ago that honestly you kind of forget about over time. But we've gotten a lot of weird comments. Like the Billy Milano interview, for some reason, is on fire right now. I'm getting a lot of comments
awesome.
on that.
Yeah.
And the Rules to the Mosh Pit video on
right.
fire.
Yeah.
It's going rapid video watch right now. So, yeah, thanks.
Cool.
Appreciate you checking out the old stuff. I wish I did that now. I would do such a better job now. I'm so much better at that shit now than I was when I did that
funny.
video. But hey, we'll
Well,
take it.
come up with a new idea and make new rules for something else.
Ah, there we go. We'll find something else to make fun of, I'm sure, along the way. But here's a story I wanted to bring up before we get into our next set of jams, though.
What you got?
Parents in Ontario, Canada,
Okay.
at a school called high school called St. Catherine's, are trying to have their principal removed from the removed from the role of principal.
Okay.
Because she's a big heavy metal Iron Maiden fan, man.
What?
Yeah, literally.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, they claim that, she's got pictures on her Instagrams and doing this, and they claim that this is devil fingers and she's satanic and that she has to go because she's satanic.
Oh my gosh. It's a Saint something Catholic school though, right? Is that what it in the title?
Yeah, I think
you said
it is.
Saint something.
No, it's in St. Catherine's, Ontario, but it's called Eden High School. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well then.
Her display of satanic imagery has
Lord.
caused for her to have to go. I can't believe this is still going on, honestly. This feels like something archaic.
Yeah.
I thought this
one's already been ruled on.
Yeah, right? Like, is Tipper Gore in the background somewhere going to pop her head out? And, what the fuck? A little goofy, man.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, check it out. It's a story worth following and show her some support, man. Heavy metalheads. Yeah,
It sounds like honestly that she might be able to just go somewhere else and get another job. I mean, not that that's what you want to do. You don't need to uproot your life because
it's
people
silly.
don't like your
I bet you could find a community that will embrace you and will not give you shit over it, which
But
is
still.
ridiculous. But and I just for the record, I want to say Iron Maiden was instrumental in me learning her history. I mean, honestly, they were. There's a great meme that went around years ago of like the Bill and Ted, Keanu Reeves character from Bill and Ted's with the look, the quizzical look on his face,
right?
Where he's saying, "What if Iron Maiden was put here to make me learn, history on accident?" But it's totally true. I mean, if their lyrics are smart, you could do worse than show your kids some Iron Maiden, your students Iron Maiden shit. I'm just saying.
Well, and
Ridiculous.
was she
And it's
actually showing
far
any of the
from
students
satanic.
anything,
No,
or it just
no,
was
it's
her
her
own
personal
shit
shit,
on
yeah.
her own page? Yeah,
Ridiculous. Honestly, hard to believe that shit still goes on.
right.
In modern times. And speaking of things that I can't believe still happen, there's been such a crackdown as the result of this whistleblower came forward on Facebook and all this shit. All the social media programs are kind of reevaluating how they do things. They're really cracking down. People are finding their Facebook accounts being shut down for as little as using the word fuck all of a sudden. So that's going to be troublesome for many of you, including myself.
Okay.
But
are they going 10 years back? Like,
I wonder. Yeah, we're going to start getting fucked from 30 years ago. Don't be
You
a
said
football coach
fuck,
right now. Yeah, right. Holy shit. We'll get to that. We're going to talk a little bit about that later.
I mean, I was kind of making a joke about that, but I wasn't. I mean, Facebook has banned you for things that are old. So that's kind of what I was referencing there.
Facebook has hit me with bans for literally 2016 posts recently. So,
Right, that's what I was referencing.
No, but I'm saying, though, the coach thing, it overlaps.
That's why it was funny.
I got you.
All right.
But yeah,
Now that we've
speaking of that,
explained
Suicidal Tendencies, the band, had all of their social media shit shut down for a little bit, for like 6 days because of the name of their band. Yeah. That's where we live now, folks. That's the world we live in now. Good Lord on a biscuit. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. But it is up and running, and Suicidal Tendency says, thanks for standing with us, and the ST is capitalized in standing. So there you go. Much love. Suicidal for life. Okay. And one more thing, and then we'll play some more music.
All right, what you got?
But we talked a little bit. We're always big, speaking of horror movie freaks, we're big horror movie freaks around here. Horror everything, honestly. Horror books, horror TV shows, horror movies, horror comics. We're into all of it. But they're bringing back the Hellraiser series. And
okay.
I'm excited about that. I'm a big Clive Barker guy.
I was very into the Hellraiser series.
Yeah, Pinhead is a deserves a spot right there with all of, the Freddys and the Jasons and all that, in my opinion. And again, Clive Barker creation. But I noticed the announcement literally came a day or two ago. There is a female. A Pinhead will be a female in this version, in the reimagining.
Okay.
And it is Jamie, let me make sure I get this right here. Jamie Clayton, who people may know from the show Sense8 or The L Word.
I'm not familiar with either one.
Very attractive. There you go. But yeah, cool. I'm looking forward to it. I think that's fine. I see there's a little bit of an uproar over it, but I don't understand what the big deal is. It's a fucking horror character. It could be extremely horror, male or female. I don't.
Yeah,
see
I don't.
Where that's...
I mean, I want to see how they change the character.
Yeah, I'm much more
the storyline
right,
behind how they're capable of pulling that off.
Exactly.
But
I'm much more interested in the storyline.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I could give a fuck about. It is goofy what people lose their shit over.
It's so weird.
Goofy things, goofy terms, but yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm really looking forward. As we learn more, even I'll share more because we are in particular horror freaks around here, and I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good one. Gonna be good. Look her up, Jamie Clayton. Gonna be the new Pinhead. And, well, something to get excited about. The director behind that is David S. Goyer, who you may know from The Ritual. Remember the movie The Ritual? The guys that go on the trips every year, and the one guy is. Subject to violence. He has, I don't want to give away too much of it, but it's a great movie. The Ritual is a fantastic horror movie. I think it's still on Netflix. And that same guy directed The Night House, which you and I just watched recently, too.
Oh, okay.
So, and now he is doing the Hellraiser reboot. Okay. So that gives me some optimism about it. I thought those were both good movies. Ritual in particular, I thought was fantastic. So, all right, so let's play some music. There you go. There's our little spin of yarn there. We'll get into a couple more goofy things into the show as we go.
Okay.
And again, Diabology coming by later to talk some metal with us.
Right.
Looking forward to that very much.
Sir.
So let's play you a 2-pack, man. We're going to open this up with some Soul Thief. Captain's Log, Final Entry is the name of the song. Citadel is the name of the release. Pummeling badassery out of Ottawa. Going back to Canada, fucking a thriving kick-ass metal scene. And speaking of which, Hyperia's got a brand new one about to come on. We'll definitely bring them back on. Speaking of metal couples, by the way, friends of the show. But yeah, this band formed in 2021 amidst the pandemic. They were brought together to make Soul Thief. So yeah, there you go, man. And it's such a great song, such a fun song, such a badass jam. And then we're going to follow that up with Fierce Cult. This is, I believe, the second or third song we've played from this new Fierce Cult release. Okay. I'm loving it. Where Humanity Ends. They're Spanish, deathy, thrashy badasses. Riffy all throughout. And we're going to play One Shot, One Death. Brand new video they just released from it.
Very cool.
You're welcome.
All right.
Right on.
Yep.
Let's jam it.
I'm here, ready.
Hit them in the face with it, babe. Don't go nowhere. We got a kick-ass show in store for everybody tonight. Let's do this.
Risk. Risk is our business. That's what the Starship is all about. Nobody
It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life.
What are you gonna do? You know this? Oh, bro, there's cars! Oh, Josh! Bro!
Driver picks the music, shotgun shuts his cake hole.
right, listen up. Anybody who doesn't do a pregame shot with me right now is a fucking pussy.
I'm going to start a fierce cult, and we're going to worship Soul Thief. What do you think of that?
Okay.
How about that for a good idea for a cult? There you go. Little twofer of badassery for everybody, man. Support the band, support the band. So there you go. But we were talking a little bit before those two jams about the Hellraiser series and the fact that there's going to be a killer, badass revamping of it and shit, which did get me thinking a little bit about Ed Repka, big thrash metal artist. You all, everybody, all you thrashers out there, Scully, all you shit. Ed Repka may have goddamn done that art for Christ's sakes, but Ed Repka, and many call Ed Repka the artist who does, you know, so many thrash metal album covers over the years. They call him the godfather of thrash metal art, even at this point.
Okay.
And it got me thinking about it. I was looking at a lot of things this week about him, and he really is. He's legend at this point, man. You know, but he's also behind some of the Hellraiser models. He's involved in like the original Hellraiser Cenobite creations and shit. Like, he's got a very rich horror tradition to go along with his metal tradition.
Okay,
and a punk
awesome.
tradition too, by the way. But like some of the albums he's done, like Peace Cells from Megadeth, Leprosy from Death, Eternal Nightmare from Violence, one of my favorite albums of all time, Game Over, Nuclear Assault, Beyond the Gates from fucking Possessed. You know, he created Dark Angel's logo, the Toxic Holocaust art. You know, his contributions, Venom, Sanctuary, Suicidal Angels, Uncle Slam, Wrathchild America. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on.
Wow.
And it got me thinking. I wanted to implore a lot of you. We get a lot of emails from you out there, a lot of feedback from a lot of you. Very artistic. We got an artistic bunch out there.
Okay.
And where's the documentary on this guy, Ed, man? Somebody needs to make an Ed Repka documentary, don't they? I'm a documentary freak, as you know. Scully, well, you know, is by proxy a documentary freak because I force him on her all the time. But this dude needs a documentary. We need a documentary on Ed Repka. Am I wrong? I'm going to start a campaign or something. How do you do that?
I mean, you have to wonder if maybe somebody has asked him and he said he's not interested.
That is, I guess, possible. But I would imagine, I mean, he's certainly worthy. I mean, he's literally legendary status for us, especially us old school thrash guys, man. I mean, all the way back to the Peace Cells era and all that shit.
I mean, I guess you don't need somebody's permission to do a documentary.
Yeah, right. You could do it either way, but I hopefully would be involved in it. It would be a much better documentary that way.
Right, if he was involved in it.
So, but yeah, I implore you. I know there's a bunch of you filmmakers out there, man. Somebody put together a fucking nice little presentation and hit him up and try to get him involved and see if he can pull that off for us, man. I know that I'll be happy to push the shit out of it. I'm going to start a campaign. We're going to an Ed Repka documentary. Help me out, folks.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I like it.
There you go. There's our Metal-O-Mania suggestion for you metalheads out there, man. Let's start a fucking movement on social media or something. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Speaking of somebody help me, because I'm old, did you see the clip of Gene Simmons from the show in Tampa this weekend?
Oof.
You know, Gene Simmons is 72 years old now. 72 years old. That's no bullshit, son. I think he's a prick and all that, and I'm well established. We won't dive into any of that. This is a separate issue, but they come down in the stage, you know, on these little ramp things, and I guess his got caught up on something, so it went off at an angle instead of being, you know, and he had to grab onto the cable to keep from falling off that fucking thing. And, you know, I'm not a big Gene Simmons guy. I think he's a prick, but I don't want to see a 72-year asshole on the fucking stage.
Right. That would fucking be really bad.
That's awful. Yeah. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that, you know. And thankfully that didn't happen. But, yeah, there's a, you know, hopefully we're showing a little clip of it here while we're talking about it. But, yeah, man, there you go. Gene Simmons almost fell on his damn head. That would have sucked. Whew. 72 years old, man. Too old to fucking be falling on your head. Maybe too old to be doing this in the first place. No, anyway, that's up to you guys. I believe they said this is their last tour.
So you don't
yeah,
know,
that's true.
You know.
That's true.
You won't be doing anything in 70.
I'm barely doing shit now. So, yeah, maybe that was a jealousy comment. So, fuck you. Fuck all of you. How about that? But on that note, and while we're talking about performers, I got to touch on this one a little, just because I'm torn. For the first time ever, I'm torn. I've come out here a million times. we've railed against people throwing shit at performers. I don't like it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not generally acceptable.
It isn't. I don't care what you think about the performer. I really don't. There's that video of Nickelback in some show.
You're fucking assaulting somebody.
Right. Dude, I don't get the Nickelback hate. I'm going to tell you. I don't understand it. There are a bunch of dudes that come out and play music trying to get laid. What the fuck? Why does everybody hate these guys so much,
I
man?
predict
It's
everybody
weird.
hates them because they
'Cause it
actually
worked.
liked them
Oh.
when they first came out.
Yeah, everybody was
And
fucking
now
going
they
down
have
the
like
road
weird
fucking
emotions about the fact that they want to be too cool to have
Photograph.
ever liked Nickelback at one
Something like
point.
that.
You know?
But yeah, you're probably right. There's probably something to that. But yeah, it's a weird thing. You know, there's that video that the Chad, the singer guy got hit with a rock on a stage, and we came out here and really railed against that when it happened. I think that's insane. I think that's ridiculous. That's such an overblown thing to do to a performer who's just trying to make music. Who cares what you think about their music? You know, even if you do hate it, and you're welcome to hate it. That's a fair thing.
Right.
You know, but to react that way is insane to me. But all of that leading to this. I'm for the first time torn on such a thing because that Machine Gun Kelly guy, who we've done such a good job of resisting talking about this so far, man, and I really wanted to keep that streak alive. But this bears a little bit of discussion, if you will. This weekend, he, I guess, was booed by a bunch of crowds. You know, a bunch of people at a crowd at a festival because Slipknot fans are angry. You talk shit about their band, you know, their fans are not happy about it.
But booing is fine. I mean,
right.
you know.
You can boo.
Right, whatever.
You're welcome to do that.
Express your vocal, whatever, you know.
Right. Well, his response to that was, I guess, to flip everybody off and call them fuckheads and all this kind of shit.
Probably not wise.
Yeah, not a good idea. And they, of course, responded by pelting him with shit. They threw everything from beer bottles to rocks to tree limbs, I believe, were thrown on the stage.
Wow.
Like, yeah, and I want to rail against it so badly. I want to be like, this is unacceptable, but I don't.
He probably shouldn't have like encouraged. No, I shouldn't say encourage it.
He did. No, he did. I think you're right. I think
incited
he did.
it.
He incited that. Yeah, you brought it on a little bit, and man, I will confess, and don't
Did he
feel
get
proud
hurt
about this.
in
No,
any way?
no, he's fine. But
so then it's just about the publicity.
see, that's a little bit of what I think, man. I think he does this shit for the publicity. He's not very relevant. I don't understand he's a rapper, which I had to look up. What's fucked up, I will confess, I'm not a big rap guy, and you're welcome to be. I know we do have metalhead fans that are, and that's cool. Whatever you're into. But I had to ask my son who he was because I only knew him from the Motley Crue movie. You know, he plays Tommy Lee in the Motley Crue movie.
Okay.
And honestly, I thought did a pretty good job of it. I watched the Motley Crue movie. I thought it was a little ridiculous, but I thought his portrayal of Tommy Lee I thought he did good. I don't know who he is as a rapper, so my only, awareness of him was that
him
role.
as
so
an
honestly,
actor even.
right,
So.
exactly.
Okay.
But honestly, coming into all of this Slipknot shit, my thoughts of him were generally, I guess, kind of positive because I thought he did okay in the movie. I was like, oh, this rapper guy came along and did pretty good. Hey, more power to you, buddy. And then this all kicked off. And as I've looked more and more into this stuff, the dude is a douchebag. He is a fucking douchebag, man. And he does bring a lot of this shit on himself, which makes you wonder if it's not intentional.
Yeah,
if that's not
maybe.
the point of it all.
Yeah.
Is to bring all this shit and to, have all this.
I mean, he's got a band, right?
I
Or is
think
it just him
he's
on a
just him
stage?
as a rapper. He's got musicians, guys, but he's more or less one of those standalone rappers type of
Okay.
guys.
So other people weren't being pelted with things on the stage.
Well,
with
I'm
him,
sure they
with
were,
him.
though. Yeah,
Oh.
he's got people up there.
Oh.
He might have a touring band. Like, as an entity, he's known as himself. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
there are
But there's
bands.
people up there.
But
He's
yeah.
got backup singers.
Right,
He's got,
right.
whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Probably dancers, the whole fucking thing. Yeah.
So yeah, that's not cool, man.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't condone throwing shit on stage still. That's still my official stance, but whew, man, it was hard to get angry over that one, I just got to say. Which is why I brought it up because it
also,
tore my emotion a
you
little.
got to be careful getting that many people that angry.
It is,
you know,
man.
because it
know?
could lead to other things very quickly and very
man.
easily. So
I've come out here. What's the biggest group I've ever picked at? Probably the Grateful Dead heads, and hey, man, fuck them. They're peaceful peaceniks. They're not going to do anything. So no, hey, shout out, peace, love, and whatever. So moving on from that story, anyway, I just thought that was funny. I know, man, right? That's pretty fucked up. But yeah, that dude's a douchebag.
But yeah, don't throw things, guys. It's rude.
Is it? Yeah, it's never okay, right? It's never okay. It's never okay. All right.
And maybe he's asking for it. Maybe he's asking for it so it can be discussed everywhere.
Yeah, right.
Afterwards.
You might do better for the entire scene of it to just ignore the fucking guy at this point. You know what I mean? Just let him disappear into obscurity. Let him disappear into
Why
Megan
are you
Fox's
at somewhere
snapper.
where he is at playing?
I mean,
is he in the genre with Slipknot?
That is odd to me. Slipknot is generally known as a nu metal band, which nu metal is generally known as an infusion of metal and hip hop. And I guess he's a hip hop artist, so I would imagine there are
crossover things.
Yeah, I mean, you and I have gone to some things that have,
even though now they've had a
Wyclef Jean
thing
showed up
for
at.
several
Apparently.
Maybe it's, I guess they're under contract to be at the same thing.
Oh,
for
maybe
so
they
long,
probably have
but
the same.
maybe-
I think they do have the same label.
Okay.
So that probably does lead to several events that have crossover things, and
Oh well, figure it out. You're adults.
yeah. Honestly, I looked a little into the
Are the
beginning
people
of
that
the
threw
fight.
things getting charges for assault?
I don't know. I don't believe so. I don't believe anybody was caught and charged, is my understanding.
I guess when there's so many,
At least that
people,
wasn't part of the
you can't
article I
get-
read. Right, exactly. Shit flying from the sky as far as
Yeah.
you're aware of on the stage, but yeah, pretty goofy.
You don't think they
It's a
have
goofy
cameras,
world.
security cameras watching everybody and everything?
Probably do.
I think they do.
Maybe the security was like, "Fuck this guy, let him go." MGK or whatever the fuck they call him. Fuck that dude.
All right, well, let's move on.
All right, yeah, let's play some music. You know what? Let's play a couple of jams and then let's bring in our pals from Diabology, shall we?
Oh, yay!
I'm very
Okay,
excited
yeah.
about that. Yeah, man. Nobody believes me. If you don't have this release yet, fix that in your lives,
What do you
ladies
mean
and
nobody
gentlemen.
believes you?
That's the name of the release from Diabology. Nobody believes me.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
See?
It's funny.
There you go. I know, but it's really. Well, we'll let them tell you about it. I was going to start talking about it, but that would just be silly. Let's let them do that. But let's open this up with a little Hate Beyond. We're going to play Your Answer, Your Gun from Strangled Existence. This is a Japanese thrashy death ass band. It's fucking badass. There's 6 full-length releases out,
Okay.
and this is it. Strangled Existence is what it's called. And then we're going to play Belushi Speedball, man. You know Belushi Speedball. We've had them on the show. Super fun interview, super fun band. I really, really love this band so much.
Check out the
man.
archives, guys.
Yeah, truly. You
Yeah.
got to check out our interview with them. So much fun. I love this band. This song's called We're Not Thrashers, We're Hipster Posers, off of Stella 1 and Stella 2. We still have a picture of their cat right here in our studio. They've started a trend here. Yeah.
Yep. We got the cat wall.
Yeah, you've changed our worlds, Belushi Speedball. You really have. and it'll never be the same because of you. And we're very proud of that. So we love you fuckers. And then right behind that, let's bring in Diabology and talk a little bit about this badass release and the scene in LA. What do you want to do? Break
Hear it.
things?
Yeah. Well, I want to hear it.
Oh, all right.
I probably will just listen.
You listen, I'll break things. That way we got it all covered. And Mayo. Here you go.
What?
This is the police. You are surrounded. Throw down your gun and surrender.
When I don't join them, my mind is working in the dark night.
I learned one rule about gunslingers. There's always a man faster under the draw than you are. And the more you use a gun, the sooner you're going to run into that man.
Hey, Billy. That hurt.
What's up, everybody? This is Vinny from Belushi Speedball, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania! With the Crit and Scully!
You don't think I'm Big John?
All the burgers. All the fries. Daniel's got tater tots for his...
We're not thrashers! We're hipster posers! We're not metal! We're just losers! No bullet bills! Our hair is always clean! Dents in our arms! And our jackets are in jeans! hipster posers. We're not thrashers. We're hipster posers. Whoa! We're not thrashers. Whoa! We're hipster posers. Whoa! We're not thrashers. Whoa! We're hipster posers. Whoa! We're not thrashers.
Bro, I swear to God, you said blueberries to me. You said, oh, blueberries? And I was like, wait, what? Is it? What? You're f***ing gaslighting me right now. I know it. You're gaslighting me literally in front of everybody. I swear to God. Why do you do this to me? So get that shit out of my face.
That goes for all y'all. Don't pretend to be something you're not. Just be who you are. That's what's really cool.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
And now for something completely different.
All right, Metal-O-Maniac, thank you, and welcome back to the show, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, again, my favorite things about doing this show is hanging out with kick-ass guests, and I have some showing up with me right now. What's up, fellas? How you doing today?
What's up? We're Diabology. Thank you so much for having us.
I fucking appreciate the fuck out of your time, man. I'm a huge fan, and I love it. Let's get started. Matter of fact, introduce yourselves. Yeah, you are Diabology. That's right. For those who do not know, and all of you Metal-O-Maniacs out there should know, but if you don't, you are Diabology. But introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
Okay, hi. My name is Jesse. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Jack. I play lead guitar.
I'm Matt. I play the drums. I sometimes do backup vocals.
Fuck yeah, man. And what you always do is kick serious fucking ass, gentlemen. I got to tell you.
Thank you. We try our very best.
Fuck yeah. Based out of Los Angeles, California. And it's my understanding this is 5 years in existence this year, right? Is that correct?
Yes. Our 5th anniversary has already passed. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. 5 years. That's the real deal. See, and that's how I know you're committed once you hit that mark. So.
Yeah, no, we got an album. We're in it to win it.
Fuck yeah. Well, let's start there, man. Nobody Believes Me was your debut release, your debut full-length release, an album that gets regular play here at Metal-O-Mania Studios. I don't mind telling you, pretty badass.
Thank you.
And a killer mixture of genres and styles, man. Tell me a little bit about that album, man. Tell me a little bit about putting that together.
So yeah, I mean, as you said, it was our debut album. It was our first time in the studio together. And like you mentioned, kind of, I guess, goal for us was for every song to sort of have its own unique like sound and influence. I mean, everything's metal, and most of it has like thrash at the core, but we wanted to, put in like dashes of black metal, dashes of death metal, just doom metal, just, like all over. Cause I mean, I like variety. I like most genres of metal. So yeah.
We all come from like different metal backgrounds there, so we combine those all. We all like everything.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Me too. I like it all, man. If it's metal, I fucking like it, brother. And I'll tell you, that's an interesting approach because it's chancy, you know what I mean? It can be a little chancy. A lot of times metalheads or, any consumer of music, you get a band in your head that you like and you expect a kind of certain sound from them. So it's ballsy to come out and be like, man, we're going to hit you all over the map here. But I love it, man. When it works, and you've made it work. That's an awesome thing.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, no, we have gotten like mixed reactions. I would say that was like the biggest criticism was there was a lot of people who were like, this is all over the place. Like, what? But it's like, would you rather every song sound the same? I mean, we did it on purpose. And I mean, we stand by it. So
fuck yeah, me too. Me too, man. And dude, I agree with that. You have to have some variety to it, man. There are bands out there who do that. Not every band has to carbon copy itself over and over and over again. We need to get out of that mold where we do that, in my opinion, anyway. But
try to like arrange it in a way that has a natural progression through the different styles. Some people got it, some people didn't.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and plus, I mean, as you progress as musicians, you obviously progress, you learn different things, you get different tastes that kind of fold in on you. And all of that eventually makes its appearance. Everything you're a fan of will eventually show up in your art, right? I mean,
yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Well, who were you cutting your teeth to? What were the bands that you were like, yeah, man, fuck yes, this is the shit. This is what we have to do with our lives.
I mean, like Jack mentioned, we all have like varied, like backgrounds. So we were all kind of listening to, different stuff, which is part of what, helped us, get that, variety. For me personally, I mean, of course, there's all the classics, Metallica, Slayer, but also a lot more like modern sort of like thrash, even like some prog, like Trivium, Mastodon, Baroness, yeah.
I'd say when we were doing the album, I was super into Exodus, and I was like, all I wanted to play like that whole time. That's what I did for it.
Fuck yeah, can't go wrong with that. That's a good choice.
I mean, I grew up listening like to a shit ton of Slipknot, thanks to my dad. So in most of my drumming, you could hear like some old school Joey Jordison inspired like fills, but now I'm like branching off like to right now I'm a big Meshuggah fucking fan, like that's all I listen to lately. But
as a drummer, how could you not be, man? I mean, that dude's silly. So
by the way, shout out to Meshuggah's Lights guy, because he's basically playing his own drum set. Like, look up footage. That guy's insane, and whatever they're paying him, they should probably be paying him more.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He really is silly, man. That's crazy, brother. He's a badass. Well, now that the album is out, and we've been trying to catch up with you guys a little bit, to be honest with you, and the album is out, and we've played a couple of songs off of it. It came out during a time when the world was on pause. Are you starting to be able to kind of enjoy that now, or how was that? It's your debut album, and you put it out in a weird time in the world. How did that affect your kind of, expectations versus reality, if you will?
Well, yeah, no, we actually didn't release it during the pandemic. We released it on January 1st of 2020.
Awesome.
So
okay.
We did, we did have a chance to, play a few shows, get like the ball rolling. But the COVID hit it, and it definitely, hurt our progress. I wouldn't say it, like totally killed it, because we still got a lot of coverage and good reaction. I was happy with what we got, but yeah, still, it was definitely unfortunate. But I mean, overall, it was still, it was a learning experience. I mean, it was our first album. We learned a lot about, how to market it, how to, like what people like, what people don't, So, right. I mean, overall, I would definitely say it's a positive experience, even though COVID definitely did, hamper it.
Fuck it up.
Yeah, well, are you able to kind of pick up where you left off? Was it a pause button, more or less, or was it a, we got a re-scramble situation? How's the overall?
We've been like still like meeting up like most weeks, even since last March, and so we've been like working on new material. Recently available to play shows again, so we're like that.
Yeah, I would say right now, like kind of the whole scene is sort of starting up. It's a lot of. It's kind of hard because like a lot of venues got totally shut down, and a lot are still figuring out how to get back up and how to be safe, and like there's so many factors and everything's crazy right now, so it definitely is still not 100% back, but I would say we're picking up. We definitely grew our fan base off the album and stuff. We're definitely we've definitely made progress since the pandemic hit, I would say.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. And as the world does reopen, and hopefully that's underway right now, are you able to kind of start to put together shows now? Are you back to that point yet, or kind of are we tiptoeing our way into that, or are we there yet, you think?
Yeah, no, we have been booking shows lately. We have quite a few shows coming up. If anyone out there is in LA, we're playing at the Smell on October 29th. That's going to be a big show. So definitely come out, support. We got a bunch of cool stuff. So yeah, and just, follow us. We always post about our shows.
I can't wait for live shows, man. I'm going through withdrawal syndromes over here, man. I'm detoxing out and shit, man. They're gonna catch me out in the back alley behind this place, fucking with vomit and shit, because I can't go to a fucking concert. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know the feeling, man.
I need it, brother. Yeah. But well, as you've kind of waited, you alluded to one of my questions that I was going to throw at you. You said you're working on new material. Where do you stand with that? Is that something? Have you built a timeline together on a new release, or is that something you kind of very much in progress still? Or
yeah, it's definitely in progress right now. We have written more than enough songs, or making sure we have them all tight, trying to figure out where, when, but. That definitely will be coming up. I'm thinking sometime in 2022. So definitely look out. And actually, we already released a single from that album. It was a demo that we recorded in this very living room. But that's called The Softest Grave, and it has a B-side called Writhe. So if you want to, sneak peek at the new material, go check that out. It's exclusively on Bandcamp.
Exclusively on Bandcamp, The Softest Grave, Diabology, a badass jam too, by the way, fellas. I checked it out today. We couldn't know, and we were going to talk today. I was like, I got to eat all the shit, But, I noticed that you guys incorporate some good black metal elements, some good, thrash riffs are in there, man. The lyrical content is pretty fucking, good fertile ground for metal stuff, anti-religion type shit and all that, which of course is a softie for me. I'm a big fan of that myself. But was that your intention? When you guys got the band together 5 years ago, 5 years, man, that's a significant amount of time to be out there doing this at this point. Was that your intent all along? Like, man, we're going to blend everything we dig. It's going to be a melting pot of metal. This is what we're going to do.
I would say there wasn't any intention beyond just, playing what I wanted to, playing what came to me, and I think that's, kind of how we ended up with that. Like, I never said, okay, I'm going to write a thrash song. I'm going to write a death song. I just, wrote whatever came to me. And then, all the, different influences, bled through. And yeah,
I'd say that still holds true. Especially since we can access all this music pretty much for free online, so we have such a wide range to draw from.
Yeah.
Right. Right. It is funny. I think people do sometimes get in, as a listener, as a fan, you do sometimes get into the trap of thinking, what was their approach? What was their thing? But yeah, man, 9 times out of 10, it's like, man, it felt good at the moment. So that's what the fuck we wrote. That's what the fuck it is,
Yeah, no.
Which I totally dig, man. There's something very metal about that.
Oh, thanks.
I see you guys are in is that your practice room where you are right now?
Yes.
Awesome. How often do you guys able to get together in there?
We aim to practice weekly.
Fuck yeah.
Doesn't work out every single week, but more or less.
Right on.
And
That's
we always play at least once a month, usually more. But yeah.
Well, hopefully you get back on the road here soon, man. I gotta feel like from all the metal fans we talk to, they're literally like rabid fucking fans at the gate trying to, they're all dying to get into a pit. They're all dying to go and break some shit, man. So
yeah, no, we're here. We've already played a few shows. We've got more coming up. If you follow us, we post all our flyers, So yeah, we got the goods.
Fuck yeah. Yes, you fucking do, man. I fully endorse that. Well, and now that you mentioned that too, what is the best way for those who are not already following Diabology, for those who need to jump on board right now and make sure they don't miss, what is the best way to stay on top of you guys?
You can find us pretty much anywhere, Diabology Band, Instagram, Facebook, Diabology on, Spotify, Apple Music, all the streaming services, Bandcamp, SoundCloud. The one thing is on Twitter, we are Diabology 8 because our thing got stolen. But yeah, other than that, just Diabology Band. We're usually the first result to come up. And, yeah.
Killer. And don't forget out there, Metal-O-Maniacs, this week, as our interviewed and badass band who are joining us, they will also be our Spotify playlist band of the week. So, man, make sure you follow these guys and check them out.
Sick. Thank you.
I am a huge fucking fan, man, for real, dude. We've literally listened to Nobody Believes Me about 3,000 times in here. So,
flattered.
Man, fuck yeah, dude. Good shit. So where do we go from here, man? What happens next?
For the band?
Yeah. Well, if I'm a Diabology fan and I'm waiting at the end of my seat to see what's next, what do we got?
Well, like we mentioned before, we're planning the second album right now. That shouldn't be too far off. We have shows coming up. Yeah, we're always booking shows, so you can catch us live.
Awesome.
Keep the Instagram updated with all the flyers.
Yeah, exactly. Just follow us, and you'll keep in touch with everything we're doing.
Fuck yeah. Well, and if you follow us here on Metal-O-Mania, we'll make sure that we share flyers. We'll do all that shit on our social media too, man, because
awesome. Thank you.
I want to see you. You guys got to get over here to the East Coast so I can break some shit in front of you guys while you're jamming, man.
Hell yeah.
We're right outside of Washington, D.C., brother. You got to get over here.
Yeah. Hopefully it's before too long.
Oh, yeah, man. That's kick-ass, man. What should we punch somebody in the face with, man? Do you want to play Seas of Eternity for everybody right now?
Sorry, are we using video right now? Or
we have video at our exposure, yes, sir.
Okay, then if you could play the music video. That'd be awesome.
Fuck yeah, man. Would you prefer we play something else, or are you good with Seas of Eternity?
Like I said, it's kind of dependent. If there's a visual aspect, I would definitely like to use the music video.
Okay, cool. Yeah. This is audio video. They'll be able to watch the whole thing. So.
Okay, then yeah.
Awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, dude, man, you guys kick serious ass for hanging out with us here at Metal-O-Mania. It means the world to me, brother.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate your time.
I hopefully we can party, listen to metal, and do some bong hits in person one day.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. I'm going to hold you guys to that shit.
Bet.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, let's play everybody a jam, man. And Metal-O-Maniacs out there, for real, go out there, follow, and support Diabology. I'm a big fan. If you're not already, you're about to be when we hit you with Seas of Eternity.
This is Jesse Bergen from Diabology, and you are watching Metal-O-Mania with The Crypt and Scully.
You know, guys, I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Yesterday's heartache will become tomorrow's misery. As the scabs of my heart become infected with a hopeless ending. The tragic story of my undoing keeps me awake at night. While the years crawl slowly past, the revelation had to fall. Stand to fall. Stand to fall. On my death.
Pull up your diapers, because we're gonna go find when I crawled out of your grave last night like a couple of real American heroes.
buy love, but you can rent it for 3 minutes.
suggestions about moving paragraphs around even. Did you guys just see Tyler get kidnapped? Do we need to call the police?
Hey, baby, wanna $5 foot long? Oh, shit!
You called down the thunder, well now you got it.
fucked a lot of you.
Oh, wow, you don't see that every day.
How awesome are the fellas in Diabology?
Oh, that was great.
Love you, cats, man. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate your time and your talent very much.
Yeah.
Very, very much. A little bit of Seas of Eternity was that video, and then we followed that up with Semantic Ritual, Crusader, a brand new single from those cats out of Pittsburgh, man. I fucking love Semantic Ritual, so looking forward to a full-length release from them. Is my understanding they're working on one, so
okay.
There you go. That's a release called Crusader, a single as of present. And then behind that, we played that Blood Red Throne. Transparent Existence was the song from Imperial Congregation. That band out of Norway is just ridiculous. I love them so fucking much, man. I'm going to try to get them on the show as well. Keep your fingers crossed that we can. There you go.
All right.
That album just literally souls through assholes.
Whoa.
I had that in my notes, so it must be true. Fit to Kill, by the way, from Blood Red Throne, we told you was a release of the year for 2019, one of the best releases in that year, and now this one is on its way to being contender for this year.
Nice.
2021. There
Whoa.
you go. Good shit.
It's a pretty quick turnaround, too.
Yeah, man. They don't fuck around. Okay. Well, you know, it's funny, too. We got some interviews coming up, and I don't want to spoil it, but a lot of it's become a kind of a cool theme to some of our interviews. Like, man, we took the pandemic and just made music, son. So look for some great releases to be coming at you.
Awesome.
I see no break to that in store for you anytime soon. So I thought this was pretty funny.
What?
Did you notice that someone sent me a link to this? Someone has an Instagram account where they're taking a bunch of badass heavy metal record covers from the years, like Ride the Lightning from Metallica and all kinds of them, and they're giving them the Simpsons treatment. You know, and I thought that was pretty funny. There's a funny joke in the comedian thing we'll be coming with Blake Harrison from Pig Destroyer. He makes about the Simpsons, but it made me think of that. But yeah, that's pretty funny. You know, we'll show you a few of them here while we talk about it. But apparently, it's an Instagram account run by Lila and Jebus, Jebus, and it's got iconic rock and metal covers reimagined with the characters from the TV series Simpsons. Pretty cool.
Very neat.
There's over 200 of them. They have over
geez.
42,000 Instagram followers now because of these arts too, by the way. So,
wow.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. We like the fun shit around here. I'm going to bring this up. We're going to talk about it a little bit, and then we're going to play some more music. But I do want to bring it up a little bit because I'm going to preface this conversation with this, in fact.
Okay. Don't know where you're going. So
You and I have been together now for 23 years, love. Long, long time.
Yeah.
We've watched the world change a little bit over that time, I would say, right?
Yeah.
And without getting into too many details or whatever, let's just say, especially in our early heyday, we were prone to perhaps acts of public displays of affection. Would you say? We would sneak around and do some goofy things here and there.
Yeah.
Department stores and mazes, corn mazes type of shit. And I was talking to somebody earlier today, and we were really hitting home on the fact that them days should be gone, basically. I mean, you can't do that shit anymore.
Well, the
Unless
days
you're
that
prepared.
that you expect that to be somewhat private, as
Right.
private as you expect it to be in public,
Right?
But
right.
meaning not videotaped by somebody
Right.
unknowingly.
You're totally getting to the root of my stance here.
Okay.
Because I think about it, like, had we done today some of the things we did back then, of course now they'd videotape and be like, look at this old fucker. But anyway, moving on. But no,
they'd be
honestly,
getting pointers.
There would be. Oh, I love you, Scully. but there would be videotape of it. I mean, it would be on websites. There are entire websites now developed and devoted to like creeper videos where people are videotaping you without you knowing it while you're walking down the beach and while you're shopping. I mean, let's forget the fact that we did pornographic things in public. Let's move even to where if you wear a two-piece bathing suit to the bikini to the beach and you're attractive, someone has videotape of you. Period. I mean, that's what you have to accept about the new world now.
And that's honestly that's a problem with probably men. Let's be real. There probably are some women that participate in that, but that is driven by men. That industry.
Oh, for sure.
So the fact that men
sure
are such fucking weirdos that they just want to watch a woman walk around on the beach. What is sexy about that?
Well,
what
see,
is sexual about that?
I'm gonna pull the card in a little bit.
If I
on
was doing something like blowing you in a dressing room, that at least makes sense because you caught us. You caught us doing something, sexual and where you were like, filming where you shouldn't have been
Right.
filming.
That's noteworthy. That's worthy.
Otherwise, all you're getting is somebody changing their clothes,
Right.
which is not very sexy. They're not doing it in a way that's provocative. They're not,
right.
I don't
agree.
get it. I don't. What turns you on about that?
Well, and let me start from I'm a perv. I'll own that. I am a perv from Jump Street. If there's an attractive girl on the beach, Scully will point her out to me and be like, look at this chick, she's pretty cute, and we will look. But it is a whole nother level. Correct me if I'm wrong. To pull out your phone and start taping it for later like that. That's what you're doing, right? Am I wrong here? Am I missing a step? You're taping it for later,
taping
right?
Taping it to share with other people.
Put it
even
on the internet,
worse.
or fucking jerk your cock to, or fucking rub the melon to, whatever you're doing. But
to just somebody like laying on the beach,
right,
or walking down the beach, or
that's goofy, right?
I don't get that.
It is weird to me, man, and it is the world we live in now.
Even
man.
like you'll see them, like I've seen a video, more like somebody was videotaping somebody else doing it. So I think it's more like showing off that they do it,
right?
Like walking by somebody and like taking a picture, like upper skirt or something.
And shit. Yeah, I've seen.
And again, you're not going to get anything sexy there. That's just
right.
about
You're
being
just a creepo.
Yeah, right. It's just about violating somebody.
I've seen videos online of like their surveillance videos of stores and shit where girls are shopping in skirts and dudes will literally use their phone and get down on the ground and go between their legs and snap pictures of them. Like, dude, that is insane to me. That is such craziness.
And they're getting off on the violation of it.
Oh yeah, that's part
the
of it.
idea.
Let's be honest, that's part of it. Yeah, for sure. It's not just the picture; it's the
right,
the sneaky factor,
right.
and they call them creepy threads. I believe that's what they're called, is creepy threads. Creepy's
a nice way of putting it.
Yeah,
let's
no
be
shit,
real.
man.
Well,
and this conversation
is
started.
that illegal? I mean, that's illegal, right? I mean, do we have laws on the books that protect people from that?
I don't think we do.
If a dude takes
I think the laws are behind on this.
From down here
Of your vagina.
Takes a picture of that sign over there and happens to get my, panties in this fucking shot, can I make him delete that?
I don't think you can.
Am I legally allowed to have any recourse there?
I don't believe so. I believe by being in public and whatever, you're subject to I believe the way the laws currently stand.
Like,
I'll have to look into it. But
if somebody has a photo on there that you didn't give permission.
Well, you know what? That's the perfect question for what led to this entire conversation in the first place, honestly. What led us down this barrel, basically what happens, we have goofy conversations in the studio, and those lead to what we talk about to you guys out here. And that's what happened here. And this started with the Washington football team cheerleaders story.
Oh, my God. This is so devastating to me.
Because
I don't think anybody really has their backs.
It's goofy. Everybody's talking about the racist language and the misogynist language of John Gruden's email that got the Raiders coach who just stepped down.
Other team's coach.
Right. I know.
It's not even...
It is weird. None of the Redskins guys and the owners are in trouble for this shit, which is bananas to me. But
hopefully
that's a separate thing.
Hopefully is at the end of that sentence.
Oh, I got to imagine anybody who's ever emailed a Washington Redskin employee or a Washington football team employee is terrified of the moment.
But is there long
but
story
part
short,
nobody's
there
talking
are
about.
photos of the cheerleaders topless in the locker room that obviously they did not participate in. They did not know was going on.
Did not give
whether somebody was like
permission to be
hiding
taken.
with a camera or had a hidden camera like staged already for it. I don't know, but obviously somebody in the organization was involved in it.
Right.
The pictures
For
made
sure.
it to the owner, and then the owners amongst themselves shared the photos
of the cheerleaders.
and that is a fact. All of that is a fucking straight fact.
Fact.
Is that illegal? Like, do the girls have any recourse on pressing charges on these motherfuckers and even getting, compensated? Not that they should be paid for their photos. I just mean more compensated for the pain and suffering.
We need a
that they're
lawyer
gonna
to
go
call in,
through.
and we need to ask questions.
I'm very curious.
Yeah, because my understanding is if you're in public, you're subject to being in public. Like if somebody catches you on film, that you're kind of at the mercy of the fact that you were in public, and that's the contract you've entered into in the new world we live in. You can be taking pictures of, but that's a private setting. That I gotta feel like that's a different
locker room
scenario,
even.
right?
That's
Your expectation is to have privacy in that scenario.
Yeah.
You're not out in Main Street trying to show your buddy your nipple, and somebody catches a picture of it. No, that's not the case. You are in a private setting. Your expectation is privacy, and should be so. Like,
And then does
that
everybody that
change the
has
law?
a copy of the photo could be held liable as well?
I wonder. I wonder.
Honestly, the laws need to catch up with that.
It does. We've heard nightmare stories of 14-year-old boys being charged with child pornography because their 14-year-old girlfriend sent them a picture of themselves.
Both teenagers.
And both teenagers go in trouble for that shit, like legal trouble for that.
That's still pornography,
so how is this
child
not,
pornography.
Yeah,
so.
right. Technically it is, even though it's a child owning it. And it's,
Right.
I do think that's a law that's a bit ridiculous, over the top. But that's, again, a conversation for a different day. But yeah, I'm very curious. If there's any lawyers out there who watch the show, we'd love to hear your feedback on this, man. I'd love to know what the current laws are. Can the girls not? Because I don't hear any talk of the cheerleaders being able to, and that's on top of the fact that they were very much humiliated as a result of all this. Not just the topless shots, even like it sounds like the way they were treated, the way they were more or less. Dan Snyder had expectations of whoring these girls out. It sounds like. I mean, it's the more you dig into the story, the more crazy it is, man. I know that you guys aren't a crazy sports fans out there necessarily, but man, the debauchery itself in this story is wacko.
Well, and the focus is on the wrong things.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. 100%.
We won't even talk about whether he
the privacy issue.
Well, I was going to say, just I mean, say, whether he should or should not say what he said, or, have, negative opinions about females or homosexuals or members of different races or whatever the fuck. That all is so secondary to the fact of the way that the cheerleaders
you
have
violated these cheerleaders. Yeah, that's just talk. Let's be honest.
Right.
It may be talk that hurts people's feelings, and that is awful.
It's not right.
But that is literally a violation. That's a different thing, man.
Completely.
It is. I'm sorry, but it is.
And I don't know. I don't see many people supporting the cheerleaders.
Yeah, pretty crazy, man.
So
there you go. We want to see an Ed Repka documentary and some cheerleader support around here.
Yep.
Metal-O-Mania. Don't say Metal-O-Mania don't take stances on shit, fuckers. So let's take a stance on some jam, shall we?
All right.
Because it's time for the metal sandwich.
Okay.
I believe.
I'm ready. I'm hungry.
It is time for the metal sandwich. Yeah. Here we go.
Good.
All right, so let's do that. We're going to open this up with a little As God Created. Mirror, Mirror is the song from Pandemonium, the melodic death metal with thrashy riffs band out of Austria, a sophomore full-length outing that is out now. So get it. And then our old school jam of the week is some Coroner. Yeah, man. We're going to go back to 1988 from the release Punishment for Decadence. Scully was how old in 1988?
About 6 years old.
Whoo. Masked Jackal is the jam.
Like getting ready to start kindergarten.
Hey, these dudes are still jamming, by the way. So, hey.
Fuck yeah.
They've been doing it since you were that. And we're going to celebrate that tonight by playing Masked Jackal. I really do love Coroner. You're going to enjoy this jam, especially if you're new to that old school shit. And let's follow that up with some Daimler. Daimler, 1,000 Suns is the name of the song, and the release from the Spanish death metal badass band that put out an EP last year. That was their debut. I wanted to say debut to give you a drink.
I think that's been our first one.
I know, right? And our official release date on this is the 19th, which is a Tuesday. That's a goofy release date on an album, but I'm looking forward to it, and you can pre-order it. So let's get it.
Do that. So it doesn't matter what day it comes out.
Right? Enjoy it, and get your grub on. Put your bib, and enjoy the sandwich. Much love.
Much better.
You're a man who says I love you whilst looking over a woman's shoulder into the mirror.
goes to show you. If you want to sell yourself, take a look in the mirror first.
I like porn as well. All the vices. I like porn. Regular porn, though. Where is regular porn? There's no regular porn anywhere. That's what I like. We have fucking jumped the shark so hard porn-wise. Where's regular porn? I'm starting my own website. My very own website called onedickonehole.com. No surprise dicks, no surprise holes. Guaranteed asterisk. Porn is very aggressive right now. It's very degrading. It's very choky. It's very slappy. There's a Chinatown amount of spitting happening that I don't understand at all. Regular porn. I saw porn that was so mean to women, so fucking degrading. It was just a man telling his wife of 47 years that he never loved her. I mean, I came, but it was very difficult. Very difficult.
And now it's time for the old school jam of the week.
How much you selling that weed for, old man?
You can come over to my humble house and point out things that are cheap.
We're all hostages. Let's talk about this. Sometimes in life you have to give a hand job so you don't have to give a blow job. People like, donate your blood. People need it. I need it. I need my own blood. But your body will make more. I'm like, I don't know if my body will make more blood. I'm lazy as hell. I feel like I'll give away my blood. My body's like, what are you doing? Yeah, I heard you make more. No, we just finished filling you. You're a very big beaker. We barely got to your head. Clearly we didn't finish if you're giving away blood for cookies, OJ, and a pin. And if God had really wanted us to donate blood, I don't think it would have sealed us up so good. At least with sperm, there's a little spigot, little spout. Sometimes whistles when it's ready, even a little tear at times. It's like, are you crying? Yeah, I'm ecstatic. Future looks bright. Keep sucking. And the most you get for blood, cookies, OJ, pin. You fill the little riddle cup, you're going to get $150. That's just good business. Ladies, you know how much you can get for your eggs? $15,000. I don't know why any of you are working. It's like a baker's dozen a year. You'd have a new house, Porsche, trampoline, all the shit you guys love. But they base it on beauty, intelligence, and athleticism. So don't think you're all going to go get 15 grand. Play catch, answer some trick questions, try and kick a field goal. Some of you might have scrambled eggs or huevos rancheros. We're not saying they're all Fabergé.
Yeah, whoever, whatever. They still didn't have to shove a banana where the sun don't shine. That's just rude.
solution.
Our confidence is high. The dark
The destruction of the sky.
And furthermore, you can all go fuck yourselves.
That's one of the things I want to be for you guys, you know, especially for our younger cats. I will be your old man, gray hair, metal tour guide. I'll be that guy for you, man. You know what I mean? I'll fucking take you through some of the old shit where, you know, you gotta have some respect and play a nod to the old stuff.
You gotta know
what I mean?
it. Yeah.
The thing that came before our thing is still important to our thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I want to be the mature bull. You know, we all know the tale of the young bull that runs up to the old bull and they look out over the field and see fucking 100 cows down there. And the young bull says to the old bull, let's fucking run down there and fuck us a cow. And the old bull says, why don't we walk down there and fuck them all?
Avert your eyes, you perv.
Not very hygienic.
Like thunder, may the burning sun
doesn't make me a pervert. Just because I want to wear underwear made out of a bra, that doesn't make me a pervert.
Are you gonna buy me a new one? No. You're not gonna buy me a new one?
That's fine. No. You know what? Doing the right thing is sometimes messy and fucked up and not particularly convenient. So stay here in Chateau de Virgin while we go get our fuck on.
There are chips on the coffee table and a bucket on the floor. Try not to make a mess. You're a bitch! Oh, I love you too.
We gave you the extended sandwich tonight there. Yeah, a little bit of badassery continued, if you will.
Yeah, we thought you could use a little extra.
Fuck yeah, man. Once we get jamming around here, sometimes I don't want to stop, so I'll just keep on jamming for you.
Right. Makes sense.
So
What was it?
we threw you some Genocide Pact it's a weird how we came across Genocide Pact. You may remember a few years ago now, we were driving around College Park. You and I stopped you guys home to eat. And while we were in a restaurant, we were in the Metal-Mobile, the metal truck. And when we came out, someone had stuck something in our windshield saying, check out Genocide Pact. And, of course, we did. And they're badass, and we love them. And they're local from Washington, D.C. They got a brand new self-titled debut coming out in December. We played a jam for you just now called Perverse Dominion. And my hope is to get them on the show.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, very much hoping to get them on the show. We're in talks with them. Hopefully we can pull that off. What is happening to our camera? There we go. And then a little bit of phonetics behind that. Kill the Messenger was the song. Exagvue is the name of that album. Thrashy death badass metal from Lithuania.
Oh, okay.
From Lithuania. So that just came out on the 7th. We love it. Get it now. Get it now. But don't forget, coming in the next few weeks, we got Hate coming by. We got Centenary coming by. We got hopefully fucking some of these bands. I'm trying to reach out to Blood Red Throne and some cool things and keep it coming at you. So keep hanging out. We'll bring you the badass interviews. And speaking of badass interviews, our band of the week this week will be Diabology on our Spotify playlist.
Yes.
It was Nunslaughter last week. It'll be Diabology this week.
Make sure you get out there and support it.
Fuck yeah, man. Dan works his ass off on a badass Spotify playlist. It's all you need, man. You go there and hit random, and you're good. You're covered. It's the only Spotify playlist you need in your life. And we bring it to you. We'll put it all over your fear and your fear.
Whoa.
All over your fear. I was going to say your rear and your face, but it came out your fear. We're going to put it all over your fear. There you go.
That's not what you do with Spotify playlists.
We're going to dump it in your ear holes. What else? I'm going to skip that. We're not going to get into that shit. That's too deep for this show. Let's keep having fun. And
Ooh, I don't even want to know what that was then.
It just, we got some friends struggling, but we'll get into that in the coming weeks, man. But just know that we love you and we're with you. How about that?
Okay, that's fair.
It's fair that you're struggling. The struggle is real, but keep fighting, man. Keep your gloves on. That's the point of that whole rant. I just saved us all 20 minutes by telling you.
All right, well.
Does anybody spin up their eyelids anymore? Do you remember when people used to do that shit?
Ew, my cousin did, and I hated it.
Me too. I fucking hated it.
I hated it.
Does that happen still? Do kids still do that, or is that?
Do. Yeah, little gross boys.
Huh. Yeah, I was wondering. Is that like one of those things we used to do as kids that's gone, or is that just?
Well, what as an adult?
As an adult,
you keep doing it.
Well, no, but I just. I wondered if it was like a 70s and 80s things and no longer a thing.
I see. No, I think everything that kids do, every generation does.
them.
Yeah, I really do.
Right.
I think in their generation's technological
eat dirt,
aspect,
accidentally say fuck in front of their parents. All
like,
that shit.
All the stuff that kids always do.
Right. Lift up your neighbor's skirt, whatever. Oh, that was just me. But yeah, you're probably right. So you don't think it's generation? I mean, you think it is generational and not time specific. Right.
Not on every single thing, I guess, but whatever the thing was that you just mentioned that I've forgotten already what it was.
Boom. And on that note, let's get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you know Metal-O-Mania has jumped the shark for the evening. But it's 230 episodes tonight, babe. Tonight is 230 episodes. If you count in the metal yards and all that shit. Yeah, whatever. You don't remember 13 seconds ago, bitch. All right. While Scully forgets that I'm talking about her right now, let me tell you about some 4-packs of jams we're going to play for you to get out of here, man. I got 4 more jams for you, and they're all badass, so don't leave until all of them are done. And then you may shut out the lights and lock the door.
Right.
Let's do this. We're going to do some Vonnegut. Exodus of the Dead is the name of the song from Grand Betrayal, a thriving metal band out of a thriving metal scene in Russia. You go ahead and fix that light while I tell people about the jams.
Well, there's one other thing I want to tell them.
Okay, what you got? Give it to them. I got more jams coming, so yeah, what you got?
You can fix it. We forgot to remind them.
Okay.
To like, follow, and subscribe. Guys,
very important.
Our whole point of being here is to promote the metal scene.
Yeah, man.
And by doing that, we are asking you guys all to help us out by liking, following, and subscribing on, their Facebooks, their YouTubes, their Instagrams, whatever the hell the social media platforms are.
It's literally the least you can do.
Yes. It costs you nothing.
It costs you nothing.
Maybe a little bit of time.
Yeah. And, man, the bands like it. And let's be honest, we live in a world where, those numbers matter, man. They just do.
They do.
So support your bands.
And then, for those that want to go a step beyond, purchase some merch? You know, they've got cool shirts. They've
I
got
love my
cool
Toxic
hats.
Drone shirt, my Anger Rod hat.
Christmas is coming up for those that
Boom.
celebrate Christmas. You know, it's
Long sleeves.
end of October coming up soon. So, you know, you better start ordering your stuff now so you get it in time and you don't have to like come out of pocket for everything all at one time right before Christmas.
Right.
So,
And-
you know, plan ahead and buy something now.
And I believe
for the metalheads in your
Bandcamp
life.
is going to start bringing back some of these free shipping and handling Friday order days again. So keep your eyes and ears
very
peeled
cool.
for that too. So yeah.
Take advantage of that. for
Bandcamp's
sure.
pretty good to the bands too, man. So it's a pretty good outlet to go to for
That's a
some of
place
your
to go.
merch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I've heard good feedback from the bands about them, so that's positive.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right. Well, guys, help
No,
us
yeah.
support the scene.
Glad you said that, Scully. Very important.
All
That
right,
is
now-
why we exist. And to help do that again, let's raise awareness from some badass bands that hopefully you already know, but if not, you're about to.
Yep.
Starting again with Vonnegut. Vonnegut, we're going to play Exodus of the Dead from Grand Betrayal. This is a badass metal band from Russia. Russia has such a killer metal scene right now. In all fronts. I mean, they got a hair metal scene happening. They got a death metal scene. They got a thrash metal scene. All fronts.
Nice.
Killing it, man. And this is the full-length debut from them, from
Oh,
Vonnegut. So
check out.
get your drink on. Let's follow it up with some Verminolf. Death Vortex is the song from Primordial Tomb. From York, Pennsylvania, these cats have just released their debut. We're getting all the
Jeez,
drinks
I
in
know,
late
at the
tonight.
very end.
Yeah. We're going to shove it in you late tonight. This is badass release. And it is a must get, so pick it up. And then we're going to play some Inebrious Incarnate. Speaking of drinking, in fact, this is a band that's all about drinking, man. All their songs, they're very themed about getting fucked up.
That's funny.
Abstemious Genocide is the name of the album. Altar of Intoxications is the name of the song we're going to play.
All right.
Brutal death metal from the UK. You're going to enjoy it. It's officially out this Friday, as a matter of fact. This release comes out. So, and then to close the whole thing, to literally fucking put the seal on episode 230, we're going to play you some Cenotaph. Cenotaph,
Okay.
love this band. Precognition to Eradicate is the brand new album number 7 that
Whoa.
comes out today. It's out today. You
Fuck
heard
yeah.
me. This is out today.
Okay.
So let's play.
Hear it here first. Get your little sample on, and then go get the full thing.
You heard what? Don't. You heard what Scully said. Let's
Scully
play.
says.
Oh, do what Scully says.
Yeah.
That's what I try. I try. But progeny of embryonic congenital malformations. That's what Scully said. Can Scully say that? Anyway.
I might have to practice.
Yeah, progeny of embryonic congenital malformations is the name of the song. Precognition to Eradicate is the name of their 7th full-length release. Again, it is out today. And we're going to celebrate it by closing down the show with it tonight. Boom, there you go.
There you go. What a
Anything else?
mouthful.
We got anything else? We got anything
The
else?
song, too.
Boom, I know, right? I love you, Skulls.
All right. Let's
There you go. Let's give them a 4-pack of jams and then release them to the world.
Sounds good.
Much love to you fuckers out there.
Much metal.
Keep coming back.
Bye, guys. Happy Hump Day.
Hello, welcome to Chit Chat.
What's this for?
Well, we.
You want to see my dick?
I do not.
Oh, well, let him speak.
If you don't want to see my dick, I don't know what this is for.
Sturdy as they come, tough as nails. Pain is like some kind of voodoo thing with him.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't see how a pumpkin patch could be more sincere than this one. You can look all around and there's not a sign of hypocrisy. Nothing but sincerity as far as the eye can see.
Can you hear me in there? Huh? I'm having a blast. This is the most fun I've had without lubricant.
I throw sugary stuff at Scully until she's satiated, and then try to sneak in there. And anyway, it's a whole.
Is that where the whole unconscious things comes in? Because see, that would be how it would work for me. You would feed me until I fell asleep.
No drugs neteed.
She's in a turkey coma. Jump on her.
I don't need any roofies. Just feed me well enough. I'll be okay, whatever.
Tetracycline did it. No, I don't know. Yeah, the food thing for me, not so much. I mean, when you were younger, it's one of those things. You know what? I have a list of things that, when you're a young adolescent, you think they're very sexy, you think they're very intriguing.
I think that's the last time I tried it. Was with my teenage boyfriends.
Right.
I was like,
But as you become an adult, and there's a list of those things, in my
Pop
opinion,
Rocks?
Food.
Never did try that. Never
was a
did.
good thing.
Right?
Oh.
Is it any good?
Good.
Right?
No. Waste of time.
It seems like it would hurt.
Yeah,
Right?
I was just thinking that can't be good.
I
It
bought
hurts
one of
eating
those.
those darn
I was
things.
going to say, I
It's
don't eat them because it hurts. So, fuck if I'm gonna put him somewhere. You know?
I have never even heard of that, actually.
Really? Okay.
Let's go get some Pop Rocks later,
Wow.
Rich.
Yep.
Well, at least try it. We never did it.
She's gonna be like, get the fuck out of
Get the candy away.
Sorry, Scully.
I
the hell's
bought
idea was this?
one of
Like
those
Melissa
vibrator
Joe?
tongue things once, you know. When my tongue was pierced, I bought it was a vibrating thing for your tongue. You know what I
Yeah?
mean? You put it on, you plug it in, and the battery, and your tongue's going like that. And I thought, this is going to be amazing.
Did you electrocute her?
It was a waste.
We
wasn't
thought it was going to be cool. Well, first, the battery lasted for like
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah,
Like,
the battery's very
I'm not
quick to die.
exaggerating.
Yeah.
It did not last. I think they gave you 2.
Yeah.
And they still.
And there's nothing
Didn't
sexier
last.
than in the middle of putting your face somewhere. You're like, let me change batteries. I'll be right back. Oh, come here, baby.
This is where laughing
Yeah.
during sex comes in. I would be laughing my ass off at that.
Yeah, it was a little
I'd be like,
overrated.
this is fucking dumb.
But sex in the shower, overrated.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, overrated.
We've discussed that. Yeah, just
Water
because
is,
of the
you know, your enemy.
awkwardness of it.
Right,
You
right.
know.
What
And
does that have to
somehow,
do with fetishes?
well, I'm just,
What path are
I'm
you
talking
on
about
down
some of
here?
the things that when you're young you think they're great, and when you
Right.
get older you
Well, and
realize
sex
they're
in the
kinda
shower
lame.
is absolutely, it's like some people's fetish. I
Yeah,
guess, you know.
absolutely. Well, and you know, when I was young, the first time I saw a movie where a dude and a woman took the shower together, I was like, I can't wait to do that. Oh
It
my
looks
God.
hot. It looks hot
It
as
does.
shit. You know?
But it is in
It's not reality. I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
It's me in the back of the shower freezing while she's got all the hot water.
I'll be honest, it's also my husband in the back of the shower freezing.
right.
I mean, the girls know.
This is great, baby. Do you think I could get a little of the water?
No offense, but very selfish.
You know, and I'm sure you're all aware of shrinkage. It's hard to maintain some wood when you're freezing in the back of the shower. I'm just saying. But 69 is one of those for me. 69, couldn't wait to do it when I was young. Saw it in the movie, couldn't wait. Oh, I'm going to do that. That's going to be great. You know, I like to pay attention to what I'm doing. You know what I mean? We can do me or you, you know. Well, and Cully's, your favorite is what? 68, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What is 68?
You do me and I owe you one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Now, I could not be less on the same page with you about the 69 thing.
Oh, really?
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, yeah. If we're gonna be sharing too much information.
Oh, well,
sorry.
that's what we're here to do, right?
Yeah, no. I'm still gonna be 69 and 80.
Oh, really? So at that point, is it like 138, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I mean, like, I'm so into it. Let me tell you how into it I am. I'm like the standard for 69, I guess, for most people. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody is like guy on the bottom, woman on the top, right?
Most of the time.
Right? Yeah. No, flip that shit.
Oh.
I'm all over being on the bottom of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love it, all day long. I love it.
I think if we did that, I'd murder Scully.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I don't think she'd live.
Honey,
are you there? Doctor! You know,
I couldn't even say my safe word.
I'm allowed to say that. You're not.
Oh, sorry.
20 years of marriage, man. 20 years, I'll tell you. We're getting divorced after the show, you guys. But anyway, what do you think? 69, yay or nay? Pro?
Yeah.
Right on.
Bro. Yeah. You got to be able to, like, I'm ADD, so I can split my attention.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know what I will say as an argument pro 69? I actually learned how to, to eat pussy. I learned how to eat pussy through 69 on accident.
Oh, yeah?
You know, my apologies to the first 3 or 4 women I was with when I was super young. I had no idea what I was doing. You know, you're down there, and I'm sure there are other men that agree that have gone through this. You think you do with your tongue what you do with a dick, so you're just kind of going in and out, you know?
No.
When you're young, you don't know no better. And I'm sure the first 3 or 4 girls were like, what the fuck is he doing down there? I mean, should I buy this fucker directions or something?
They should have said
You know,
something.
Right,
A
you
real
should have
woman
spoke
says
up.
something.
You should have spoke
They
up.
can
Come
handle
on,
it.
they're like 15, so.
They can handle it. The guys can
I
handle it.
was
Speak up and
15.
say
Hey,
something.
let's- you know, let's
Maybe a
back-
15-year-old guy maybe couldn't have handled
Let's
it.
throw that fact out there. I was also 15, but you know, I wasn't running around like with a bunch of 15-year-olds like, let's try this 69
They
thing,
were
man.
15. This was last week.
No. But you know, the first time I did 69 with somebody, I couldn't reach to do what I thought I could do. So I just started kind of looking around the area I could reach.
Right.
And the reaction was amazing, you know. I was like, I think I'm on to Einstein. I think I'm on to something here.
Oh my god.
That's fantastic. See? And that's great. And that's the beauty of
That's
69.
sharing.
You just get lost in the moment.
Right?
You just kind of do whatever comes.
Well, what other metal show are you going to hear this shit out? You know what I mean? Nowhere.
Hope you guys are taking notes. Again, you'll thank us later.
Thanks to that, I figured out that's how I found the man in the boat, man. That was my journey to the man in the boat.
That's
I thought,
great.
you know.
That's great. You're like, oh, what is this?
I had no
little
idea. You know.
I got my nose
And
on
then,
it.
let me tell you though, after that I realized that, I was all about, like, I want that reaction again. Whatever I got to do to get that reaction.
Right, yeah.
I'm walking around parties like, you want me to lick it? What's going on? What are you doing? Like, I want to hear you make that sound
Meanwhile,
Linda made
she's
last
like,
week.
hi, my name is Shelly. What's your name?
Oh, no, see, I'm old. I came up in the 80s. Half of them were like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go in here. Grab that bottle of Jack Daniels. Meet me in the
It might
bedroom.
also be so different nowadays, honestly.
you're
you know,
Right? Yeah, no, I
Probably
think
right.
so. Not, especially if you had any kind of like a reputation.
Well, you know, what I
That
totally
guy
missed
over
out
there?
on, what I missed out on by being old is this whole phase of, you know, women wanting to do anal when they're young because they want to retain their virginity, so just stick it in my asshole. Where was that at when I was young?
I don't get that at all.
I don't either.
That I don't get. Like I have.
I would take advantage of
Weird,
it, to be honest.
twisted
but-
mentality.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm like,
it's,
you know, you should keep your virginity.
You'd be a whore if you let me do that.
Let's go into
That's
God's
probably
loophole.
a manipulation fetish. What do you think?
Yeah.
I probably do have that, actually. That's why I married her, because I never get away with it, though. But
right.
you know, but you can always, let's go into God's loophole. You know what I mean?
That's another name for it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. On that note, let's play a song, shall we?
Yeah, say the whole room just got awkward.
I know. Oh, it's going to get worse from here.
Oh,
it's going to get worse from
my
here.
face is sore.
Nobody can ever watch this show and say we don't have fun.
Oh my goodness.
I had a beer with the old biker man at the end of the street, and he let me touch his old lady's titty.
You know you boys owe me a lot of money for that beer you drank tonight.
You okay, man?
I'm sorry.
This is my nightmare!
This just in. Scientists have discovered that once you've been infected by Metal-O-Mania, there is no cure. Contact Scully right away for more and more metal to feed the dragon.
Yo, this is Ryan Taylor from Condition Critical, Atomic, Solstice, Thrasher Eye, and some other ones that I can't remember, hanging out with Ron on Metal-O-Mania. Check it out. Hell yeah.
This is Ernie from the Texas thrash band Chemicost, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania with The Crypt.